Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for Sagittarius. All aspects and all the crosswatch chart from the 15th up to and including the 31st of March 2021. If you have any of these aspects, this reading could well be for you. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you feel like this is not your reading, check out other aspects of your chart. Could well be that the videos that I've also uploaded are for you instead. And again, if it gets to the point where you're watching the channel and you're thinking, maybe these readings are not for me, I'm sure there are some wonderful other readers that will be able to assist you on YouTube. So let's take a look. Let's take a look here, because my messages are very specific for very specific people. So, Sagittarius, the theme, please. Themes. 15th up to including the 31st. 15th up to and including the 31st. What is going on, please? 15th up to and including the 31st. Sagittarius' theme. Sagittarius' theme, please. What is the theme? Wait for it. 15th to the 31st. Here we go. We've got the star, we've got the moon, and we've got justice. So confusion lifting, confusion healing, secrets revealed, future plans, karma released. Let's jump in and see what else we can figure out here as to what exactly this is referencing. Let's pull some tarot and some other cards to figure this out. Let's get some other indicators of what they want us to talk about here with the Amenti Oracle. Let's see. So for Sagittarius Spirit, what card can you show us that links in with the theme, the star, the moon, justice for the reading for Sagittarius? This 15th up to including the 31st of March 2021. What can you show? Oh, I follow my inner guidance. So again, healing confusion to release a lesson. So there's obviously a bit of confusion and I can be trusted. Maybe someone's not trusting themselves here, which is causing confusion possibly. Right, let's jump in. Spirit, what can you tell us, please? 15th up to and including the 31st. What can you tell us? 15th. What can you tell us? Lots of communication coming in here. Lots of movement after possibly a pause. Someone has got some momentum going here to move forward after not being able to understand the situation. Communication over maybe something that someone wants that was not previously discussed after a lot of confusion. There's some secrets here after some arguments. Communication about love, about choices in love, about someone that someone wants to move towards from deep feelings. Someone has plans to get this in motion, but there's some confusion about how to do it. There's some confusion about where to take this, what to do. How to reconcile. How to reconcile with somebody when there's other situations going on that possibly are preventing. I don't know why, but is there a distance with this as well? Why do I feel like there's a distance? Someone doesn't want to communicate their feelings. And they're in a relationship or a long-term commitment with someone that they don't want to be in a relationship with. That's what is causing some distress. That it could be you trying to follow your inner guidance to work out what to do. It could be them. There is a lot of confusion around this person because they know that you're, or they have a person in their mind that is their person that they want to move forward with, but they're in a position where they're committed and they are trying to come out of that. All right, where's that going? Which way is this? Yeah, they have to reach an agreement that the confusion is lifted and they take a direction. That's the issue, is we're so caught up and bogged up in the current circumstances that we're not sure how to proceed. And they know what they want, but they don't know how they're going to get it still. We've got confusion here. We've got confusion. There's someone around them that is, I'm hearing, causing issues. So there's a waiting process behind that, which is what is causing the confusion. Someone does not want to end the situation. Ting. There's arguments over this. The arguments that are being generated are, again, it's designed to keep this person that's in this karmic situation resentful and or guilty, feeling guilty about wanting to move on. And it enables this other person to feel like they have a position of power, whilst this other person is beating themselves up and then stays in a position of feeling like they're not empowered. They're being told that this is not what they should be going for, and it's like there's a controlling element here, which is why this whole healing confusion thing comes in. Now obviously this person doesn't feel empowered, and this is again from a wound from a long time ago that they need to heal and look into, and this person's triggering that, right? This person's triggering that, but they just want peace. This person just wants peace, but they're not being given it. They're not being given it. This is where this person's struggling, because mentally it's they know they don't want to be in this situation, but there's something that is making them feel like they can't. They want to end the commitment. They don't want to have to defend their position. They want to reconcile with a person that is supportive. The commitment they're in is very temperamental and argumentative, and they don't want to be in that situation, but they don't also want to feel so terrible about coming out of it. And that's where this loop starts and ends, right? So this is where we need to start jumping in and figuring out why. Like, why is this loop happening? Why are you feeling so guilty? Why can't you just leave? What exactly, you know, what else is going to happen? So it feels like this, we're in a loop. It's like no one can see the wood through the trees in this, but let's have a look what else we can figure out. Okay, Spirit, what else can you show us about the situation here? Why is this person beating themselves up? What is blocking the leaving? What is the situation here, please? Yeah, this person feels guilty because they're... Right. Someone is giving their power away, and someone is feeling guilty, almost like a martyrship role. So one person, it's manipulation. So one element of this is presenting as like makes them feel masculine to kind of defend and build upon maybe a lack of confidence with a karmic person, and the karmic is presenting as someone that needs support and help, so it makes the masculine feel more masculine, and they're in a bit of a dynamic that it's not real, because it's a false empowerment and it's codependent. It's like the masculine feels, you know, empowered by helping this person and staying, and it's like a, you know, martyr, but actually it's not really helping either one of them. So it's a bit of a false prophecy here. And the karmic who's kind of asking them to be a good Samaritan and help them is doing themselves out of their own empowerment and healing, because they're not learning either. So there's this false prophecy of we're healing each other, but actually there's no healing. They're doing themselves out of the healing and they don't even realize it, which is why we've got the moon and the star. So there's a confusion around what is being healed and what isn't, and it's karmic. The bottom of the deck is prostitute, so again, you're giving away your power and they don't even realise it. And actually what they should, again, I follow my inner guidance. So they're not looking at this from the perspective that needs to be focused on, which is why they're in a loop and they haven't figured it out. So this particular reading is two people that are being mirrored these situations and they haven't even figured it out. What else can you tell us? We're only 10 minutes in. Should we shut the reading down here? We're only 10 minutes in. What else can you tell us? What else can you tell us? What else do we need to be aware of in this situation, please? Rebellion. Right. Rebellion with extremism. What is the rebellion about here? Revenge. So one person may actually know that they're doing this. And because it contains the divine masculine, they may put it on as a way of trapping that person or keeping them stuck. Because we've got revenge here. So it may be that they know they're going to be left. And so they're maybe sort of, again, because we've got a thief, they're doing it as a bit of a manipulation here to make sure this person invests still so that they're not leaving. Because we've got devotion here. Okay, so again, it makes them think that they're doing the right thing, whereas actually they're off track. And there's possibly a karmic that's doing that maybe because they know they're about to leave. So they're trying to keep the same dynamic to keep their position. All right. Now, the masculine's definitely getting restless in this situation. And the situation has been called for patience because it definitely needs a little bit more time for this. Because obviously if this person's getting stuck in this dynamic, they need to figure it out, right? And maybe they've already figured it out, but they don't know how to remove themselves. Let's have a look. What else can you tell us, please, about the situation? What else can you tell us, please, about this? Instinct. I follow my inner guidance and instinct. So this person probably knows that they're being tricked a little bit here, but they're not following their instincts. Bottom of the deck is trickery. So this person knows that someone's trying to get the, you know, win them over by a little bit of falsehood. And they're not quite understanding why, and or they're not quite processing what this means. What can you tell us, please? Someone doesn't want to acknowledge that this is not their person. And that's why. And actually it's a subconscious mirroring. It's actually designed to make them heal. It's designed to bring up emotional healing. This is designed to heal the situation. They're both designed to do this, to heal it. Because otherwise it is an issue for both. That is needing to be corrected is what I'm hearing. Right, anything else before we look at outcomes? What other insight can you give us about the Sagittarius reading, please, before we look at outcomes? What else, please? Okay, we've got talking, interested, conversing more, waited message arrives, text, call, email, hovering. If you're waiting for a message from this person, it could well be that you are going to get that. I don't know why, but I'm hearing the month of June. This person could have run. So again, it's a fear of intimacy, listening to ego, runner in a codependent relationship. So this person could be sticking to this pattern of behaviour because it's easier for them to deal with rather than, you know, your connection, which is probably more demanding and or more connected, making them feel like they need to be more aware of these things maybe, which is possibly triggering them. Let's take a look at the outcomes. Spirit, what can you tell me about outcome, please? Sagittarius is reading. There is a wrong about to be corrected. There's a wrong that is about to be rebalanced. We've got a reconciliation. There could be children involved here. If there's children involved, there's definitely some kind of resolution here, but there's a situation here that is about to be corrected. it looks like a reconciliation with someone's divine counterpart. There's going to be a situation that is going to cause them to distance themselves and maybe go more towards you. What's happening? Okay. They're trying to emotionally stay detached so they can see this. They don't want to acknowledge the pattern they're in. So again, if they come forward, I don't know if this is going to be consistent because they haven't quite learned the pattern, or they're staying for the kids, or they don't want to make a decision yet. But there could be a possibility where you feel like there's a reconciliation and they don't quite come forward because they're not ready to close this out yet. They're not ready to process the emotions that are behind this, because don't forget, the emotions that are connected with this karmic situation allows this person not to really be integrated with themselves or connected. Remember, it's a fear of intimacy, this runner-chaser dynamic. So again, your connection may be a little bit too on the intense side, which is why I don't know. I think we're possibly going into with this certain story narrative. I don't know if this is going to get wrapped up at the end of this month for whoever I'm reading for. It looks like the connection needs a bit of time. Whoever I'm reading for here, this connection looks like it's going to need a bit of time. My in fact, let me pull a card. Let me do due diligence here. Because we can't just read what they're doing. What does the viewer have to do? What is the viewer being called to do in this situation? What is the viewer being called to do? Independence. Do your own thing. Let them understand this themselves. Let them learn it on their own. So if that, again, you don't need to control the situation. If this is a situation where they're trying to control their feelings and how things go, you just do yourself. Follow your own, your beat of your own drum. Focus on maybe money matters and your own worth. What does the viewers need to focus on? Again, it's perfecting this. So if it's not ready, it just means that it's being perfected. All right, it just means there's more time needed, right? And it means you're perfecting yourself while that happens. Right, let's see what messages we can get here. So if this is the viewer's reading here, what message does their person have for them? What message does their person have for them if this is the reading for them? Right, this one wants to come out. Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality but by what you think, dream and imagine. Very important. And it says time. You're trying too hard. Give it time. So again, if this person needs to learn, they need to learn. You can't change that. It's one of those things that, time heals all wounds, as they say. Right. What else can you tell us, please? What else can you tell us? What else? Right, prioritise. Focus on your highest priority. And it says, I will help you get organised and motivated. That is Archangel Metatron. And healthy lifestyle. Eat a healthy diet. Get adequate sleep and exercise regularly for optimal health. And gentleness. Archangel Sandalphon. Be very gentle with yourself this time. And surround yourself with gentle people, situations and environments. So again, it's asking you to understand that just because this is not happening now, it doesn't mean to say that this is, if you know this is your person, then you know, right? But if you're not sure, focus on you, get yourself as a priority, and then review it again. But let's see what the final messages are. Final message for Sagittarius, please. It says, let go of control issues. Don't, again, release it. Let them see if they come back. Let your friends help you in romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So, yeah, this is a process. And if they're unaware of a dynamic, what aren't you aware of? Is there a dynamic in your life that you're not aware of? Because if they're putting energy into something that is not for them, what are you putting energy into that is not for you, Right, let's see. Right, final message. Sagittarius' message, please, for this reading. Oh, okay. Simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. And be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. Beautiful. So again, it looks like this is being evolved into a point where it's ready at the right time. Okay, and final message for this reading. We've got success. I know that there is no greater goal than love. So this is going to get to a point, if this is your reading, and you know, obviously this is your person, that there's a reason you're having to learn this. Avoid judgment. Avoid the judgment of this, because they're having to learn. We're all here to learn. Okay, Sagittariuses, hopefully that helps. Thank you for your likes, your shares, subscriptions. I'm going to try and go live Wednesday on Instagram, x_Jale_x. That's my Insta. By all means, follow me. It should be 8 PM British Standard Time, GMT. I'm going to do probably a reading there tomorrow, Wednesday, which is the 9th, I think. No, the 8th, the 10th. And then we'll review when the next reading is. I'll do it systematically or periodically because I'm still in lockdown, so I don't want to obviously overdo it. But if I see you there, I see you there. If I don't, once we get a bit more out of lockdown, I'll probably be setting them more regularly. But at the moment, I just need to make sure that I'm not... do you know what I mean? I've got other things I need to do. So thank you so much for your likes, your shares, subscriptions. It means a lot to me. Thank you for your support. If I see you tomorrow, brilliant. If I don't, take the best care of yourself. Until next time, take care.